Hello friends, now we will discuss the next question of the topic biomolecules, that is in zoology. In Neet 2025, two questions have come from this. First question is from the structure of DNA and the second question is from enzymes. Now let me tell you something about enzymes. An enzyme is a proteinic molecule that makes a chemical reaction go faster. In any chemical reaction in biology, enzyme is a must thing we need to know. Now for the concept I will tell you, an enzyme has two parts. Basically we study enzyme as a protein, but an enzyme has two parts, is called coenzyme, या फिर basically we call it cofactor, and second is apoenzyme. Apoenzyme is a proteinic part. Apoenzyme is chemically it is a protein, and you know a protein is protein is a polymer of amino acids. So enzyme has cofactor and apoenzyme. Apoenzyme is proteinic part. This is non-proteinic part. What it can be if it is non-proteinic in nature? What is its chemical constituents? So it can be organic or it can be metal or inorganic. So it is non-proteinic part. If you read NCERT, they will bifurcate cofactor into more parts. So what it can be? It can be prosthetic group, it can be metal, it can be coenzyme. So see, prosthetic group and coenzyme are organic in nature. Metal is inorganic in nature. And an enzyme contains two parts. Main part of the enzyme we call enzyme as a protein. Now let me tell you one more fact over here. All enzymes are protein, but there are some enzymes which are non-protein. What is it? It is RNA. RNA also acts as an enzyme. It catalyzes many reactions. So therefore RNA is also an enzyme, but basically enzymes are proteins. Now when you look deep into the constituent part of the enzyme, we find that the apoenzyme is strictly the proteinic part and the cofactor is the non-proteinic part. So what are the cofactors present? It can be prosthetic group, it can be coenzyme, it can be metal. Now let me tell you about the question that came in Neet. The question is question number 101, set is 46. I am going to read the question. The protein portion of an enzyme is called, I have already told you the answer, apoenzyme is the proteinic part, and there are four options in the question given. Option number 1, coenzyme. See, coenzyme is the non-proteinic part, it is an organic part, so it cannot be the answer. Option number 2, apoenzyme. Yes, it is the proteinic part and therefore it is the answer. Option number 3, prosthetic group. See, the prosthetic group is non-proteinic part and it is the organic part. And option number 4, cofactor. Again I have told you cofactor is the non-proteinic part and there are 3 types of cofactor. Now that's all about enzyme. Now we will see the question that came from the DNA structure. Let me rub this one and discuss what is a DNA and what are the constituents, molecular constituents of the DNA. See, the basic monomer of DNA is called nucleotide. You may say that a DNA is a polynucleotide. It is made up of many nucleotides that are in a chain structure. So you form a chain of nucleotide. Suppose that this is a nucleotide. Suppose that there is a nucleotide pen is not working, I am going to tell you. So suppose there is one bead that is the nucleotide and you make a chain out of it repeating the beads. So you make a thread-like structure that is a polynucleotide. But we know in a DNA there are two chains running parallel to each other and wrapped helically. This is the double helix structure of DNA. Now, a DNA is a polynucleotide. There are two chains of the polynucleotide in a helical form. Now, what is this nucleotide? The question comes. So, to know a nucleotide, you need to know some terms. Basically, three terms you need to know. Number one, nitrogenous bases. Number two, nucleoside. Number three, nucleotide. And once you know the nucleotide, it is very easy to imagine a chain out of it, then make two chains and then wrap them helically. Now, nitrogenous base, there are two kinds of nitrogenous base, purines and pyrimidines. Purines have double ring structure, pyrimidine have one ring structure, and these have nitrogens in their rings. There are two purines, adenine and guanine, and there are three pyrimidines, thymine, cytosine and uracil. Now, these nitrogenous bases, when connected to sugar, ribose sugar, basically DNA is a D-ribose sugar structure. So when this nitrogenous base attach with sugar, it is called nucleoside. Then the name changes. If adenine is the nitrogen base and it is attached to sugar, it is called adenosine. In the same way, guanine, if attached to the sugar, it is called guanosine. Now, adenosine and guanosine is a structure that is nitrogenous base and sugar, and these structures are called nucleoside. Let me see if the pen is working or not. It is not working, I am telling you. So, number one thing we got to know about nitrogenous base. Then I have told you about nucleoside. A nucleoside is just nitrogenous base plus sugar. Now, when this structure, the nucleoside, connects with the phosphate group, it becomes nucleotide. Then again the name changes. When it was nitrogenous base, we called it adenine. When this adenine is joined to sugar, we called it adenosine, and it was a nucleoside. And when this nucleoside connected to phosphate, we called it nucleotide, and the name changes from adenosine to adenylic acid. The same way, guanosine is a nucleoside, and when it is connected to the sugar, when it connected to the phosphate group, we called it guanosine to guanylic acid. The same way, the thymine is a nitrogenous base. When connected to sugar, we call it thymidine. When connected to this structure, connected to phosphate group, we call it thymidyllic acid. Now let's see what the question is. Again, set number 46. Match the following questions. There are two columns given. In one column, adenosine, adenylic acid, adenine and alanine given. In the column number next, given nitrogenous base, nucleotide, nucleoside and amino acid. First is adenosine. So the name says that adenosine is a nucleoside. So we connect adenosine to nucleoside. Number two is adenylic acid. Wherever there is acid, you know that it is connected to the phosphate group, phosphoric acid, and therefore it is nucleotide. So again, this is the nucleotide. Adenylic acid is nucleotide. Number third is adenine. Very simple. It is a nitrogenous base. And number D is aniline. Alanine. What is it? It is a protein, or may I say it is an amino acid. There are 21 types of amino acid. Alanine is a type. So when you match these columns, you get answer number second. So this was all. I am going to put more videos on zoology chapters. The next chapter will be human physiology, breathing and exchange of gases. Thank you for watching. Stay motivated.